Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of a D1 athlete and a newly committed high school athlete that just received an athletic scholarship. He's got a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 303 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. My name is Brent Hanks, and I'm the owner and CEO of the Recruit Me Education System. I'm the father of two seniors. Parker is a senior pitcher for the Northwestern Wildcats, and Sutton is a senior outfielder for his high school team, the Ozark Tigers. Both are in the final stage of their undergrad and high school careers, academically and their respective athletic careers. Parker is considering playing one more year as a grad student, or being a graduate assistant coach for NU, or just working on going to graduate school at Northwestern. Sutton will play summer league baseball and prepare to enter Columbia College in Columbia, Missouri. The Cougars play at the NAIA level, and Sutton will tackle his first year of college and baseball starting after the summer. Next week's episode will look back at Parker's college career, all the highs and lows, and some tidbits about recruiting and college life that we have learned. Let's get into episode 303, Recruit Me versus Recruiting Services. I will not badmouth recruiting services. Just like anything, there are pluses and minuses to everything. I myself signed up and paid for a recruiting service. Parker was entering his junior year of high school and had had a good high school sophomore season on the varsity squad and had played well throughout the summer, playing for his high school travel team, and he played in the Junior Sunbelt Tournament with Team Missouri. The tournament was held in McAlester, Oklahoma, and had teams from Canada, Arizona, Tennessee, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Colorado, Texas, and Georgia. He played with Team Missouri both the summer going into his junior year of high school and the summer going into his senior year of high school. The competition was very good, as Team Missouri played 10 games over a 6-day period. The Team Missouri squad was made up of players from all over the state of Missouri, and were picked by recommendations of coaches. Parker and a high school teammate were referred by some past players, and both Parker and Forrest played 2 summers on Team Missouri. Not only did they get to play against some great baseball talent from all over the country, but they got to play with some future college-bound players from all over the state of Missouri. It was this summer experience that Parker realized that he could play college baseball. He pitched against Team Tennessee. I believe all 20 players for Team Tennessee had committed to D1 baseball teams. Parker pitched in relief against Team Tennessee and held his own, only giving up 1 solo home run to a future Tennessee Volunteer. He also pitched against Team Arizona that week. By realizing he could play, Parker and I didn't know what the next step was. That is when we found a recruiting service and eventually signed up and paid for a basic package. As his junior high school year started, an Ozark High School coach's brother contacted Parker to visit his school, Lubbock Christian in Lubbock, Texas. The brother of our coach was a pitching coach at Lubbock Christian and had watched Parker and Forrest both pitch during the summer as he visited back home in Ozark. Lubbock Christian is a very good NCAA Division II program and school. After Parker's official visit, Lubbock Christian made an academic and baseball scholarship offer. The visit and the offer really taught us a lot and opened our eyes to Parker's opportunities to play college baseball. As we drove home, 11 hours, from Lubbock, Parker's first recruiting service call happened. I put the call on the car's speaker, and the recruiting service person started asking Parker questions. The questions were like, what level do you want to play? What academic level are you looking for? Are you looking for a big college or smaller college? How far from home are you wanting to go? What costs are you looking for? Are you looking for a big city or a rural area? And then he continued to ask a few more questions. The recruiting service representative was setting up a player profile for Parker. After the phone call, Parker and I talked about all the questions the recruiting service guy had asked. Using the knowledge that we got from the visit to Lubbock and from the phone call from the recruiting service and all the information from the past summer that he had played, we determined that as Parker went into his high school junior year and he had a 33 ACT score already and a full ride offer, academically and baseball-wise, at a legitimate NCAA Division II program, we came up with these conclusions. I told Parker as we drove that he could probably call any NCAA Division II, Division III, or NAIA school in the country, and he would get a look. The offer from Lubbock Christian had told Parker where he was on the radar. This visit and car ride gave us an opportunity to develop a plan. Parker said that he would like to be an easy drive away from home, at most 4 to 5 hours. High academics would be a must. He was looking at medical at the time. He wanted to go somewhere where other sports were successful, and he preferred to go where a football game or a basketball game was a big deal. On his initial list were local colleges like Missouri State and Drury University, and then he expanded to Arkansas, Missouri, St. Louis University, Oral Roberts University, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Iowa, Kansas, and Washington University in St. Louis. We started doing research on all these schools when we got home, and we did add some more schools over time. The combination of an official visit to a school that just came to us out of the blue, the offer from that school, the long drive home, and the $1,500 recruiting service call all put us on a path to not only Parker's recruitment to Northwestern, but to where Parker, Sutton, and I ended up today. The proverbial light bulb came on as we drove, and we figured out that we could do research on college programs and schools and do them ourselves. So we could learn about the schools and the programs, and then we could contact the coaches ourselves. From there, my marketing, my promotion, and my referral instincts kicked in from the car business. I came across a social media post by a parent. The parent was asking about a recruiting service that they had signed up for and purchased. This parent was looking for some insight and some confirmation of the money that they had spent. There were comments that showed support for the recruiting service, and there were comments saying that the recruiting process can be done as a DIY and done cheaper. Remember, I always say that if there are 1,000 student athletes, then there are 1,000 different recruiting journeys. Many of the recruiting services have free or cheap resources to use. Platforms for profiles, videos, podcasts, templates, advice columns, and links for informational pages are all good resources and should be used. I do that with RecruitMe, as I give free and inexpensive resources that point you toward the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system. RecruitMe's highest price resource is only $127, compared to $500, $1,000, or $3,000 packages that some recruiting services sell. You can save money with RecruitMe. Go to recruit-me.com. Start with the free Recruiting Power Pack. You get 3 useful pieces of information. Number 1, the first steps to an athletic scholarship. It is a PDF download. Number 2 resource is an audio tutorial on how and when to use videos. And resource number 3 is a template to help set up a player profile for you to fill out and send to schools that you have researched. I encourage families to start getting educated as the student athlete enters their freshman year of high school. In most cases, the actual recruiting doesn't really start until the student athlete is entering their junior year. Again, this may differ for your student athlete. The sport, the maturity, the skills, the gender, and the academics all have an effect on the recruiting process timing. RecruitMe also has this free podcast and 2 really inexpensive books, the Athletic Scholarship Playbook and the Athletic Scholarship 24-Month Planner and Journal. Both were written by the RecruitMe founder, John Fugler. The playbook is only $14 on Amazon or Audible, or by contacting me at brent@recruit-me.com. And the 24-month Planner and Journal is only $20 and is on Amazon, or you can get it by contacting me. This 24-month Planner and Journal is best during your sophomore and junior year. Go to recruit-me.com and click on the Resources tab for more information. Then you can go all in with RecruitMe with the RecruitMe 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System for only $127. Listen at the end of this for more information. You will learn how to develop your parameters of the types of colleges and sport programs that you want to pursue. Recruiting services will ask you all of these questions. You learn from RecruitMe how to make a school list of 40 to 50 colleges and how to research them to find your fit. A recruiting service will ask you questions and try to find your fit. RecruitMe teaches you to write emails to contact coaches of schools that you are interested in. These personal contacts will stand out over generic contacts from a recruiting service. Any non-recruiting service, recruiting education groups, like RecruitMe, promote personalized contacts. The student athlete is encouraged to show his or her own personality and interest to the college coach. When you enter into RecruitMe resources, you will get a string of emails that have reminders and instructions about recruiting. Those emails sunset after a short amount of time and are not designed to harass you or bug you. You can opt out of emails from RecruitMe and will never get phone calls from RecruitMe to try to upsell you on anything. The reason Parker and I signed up and paid for the recruiting service was that we were looking for the right formula and felt the clock was ticking as he entered his junior year. We, as a family, did not do any research. We assumed that the recruiting service was the ticket. We were looking to have someone guide us through the recruiting process and to use the recruiting service contacts to get to college coaches. A list of services that the recruiting services charge for are online recruiting classes, match analysis for the student athlete and colleges, access to a college coaches list, group sessions, the ability to email coaches from a message center, professionally edited videos, improved search engine rankings, and direct promotion to college coaches. Another service I checked on provides templates, to-do lists, and the ability to see which coaches are viewing your profile. There are free levels of recruiting services. There are monthly subscriptions at many different price levels. $15 a month, $30 a month, $200 a month, or a package of $500, $1,500, or $3,000 in a one-time payment. Most of these services can be done by you, the parent and or the student athlete. Plus, most of the items you need to do yourself. You will get a better feel for your college parameters and your eventual college list by doing the research yourself. Without doing your own research, the information you give to the recruiting service may not end up being the real and true wants and needs you need to make for your best college decision. Without your own research, you may give only dream-filled information to the consultant. Recruiting services have access to college coaches by either selling or giving an account to those programs. You will see claims of access to 10,000 or 20,000 college coaches. But you have access to all the college coaches just with internet access. But you don't need access to all 10,000 or 20,000 college coaches. You need access to coaches that will fit your parameters and your school list. Every college coach has an email listed on their team's website and roster page. Another part of a recruiting service package may be that you can email college coaches from a message center. Well, you can email and receive messages from your own personalized and dedicated email account that you set up. RecruitMe recommends that the student athlete has an account for only recruiting and eligibility center use. Something like Sutton Hanks 2022 at yahoo.com. The parents need access to this email to be able to oversee and direct the student athlete as messages go in and out. You don't need professional edited videos either. The recruiting service is taking your videos. You still have to take them yourself and to send them to that service. Coaches don't need music, graphics, or fancy transitions. They just need your game skills or sports skills in a 1, 2, or 3-minute clip. These videos you produce can be sent directly in an email. They can be downloaded to YouTube, downloaded to a free profile page, or DM'd through social media for coaches to see. Improved search rankings are really just a feel-good ranking. You are needing the coaches that you are interested in to open your personal email and get interested in you. Recruiting services may also promote direct promotion to coaches. RecruitMe feels a college coach wants direct promotion straight from you. They want to know you are interested in them and their program, and they learn that by you contacting them. The RecruitMe 3.0 system, the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the free Power Pack, and the RecruitMe books all have templates, to-do lists, and guidance to walk you through the basic step-by-steps on your recruiting journey. Well, again, I'm not going to tell you that recruiting services are useless. They are much like my fitness center membership. It's only good if you use it. I have 2 very engaging and driven student athletes, and it was hard for me to get either one of them to want to get on a call or a Zoom meeting with someone outside the area and that they didn't know personally. As you research RecruitMe and other recruiting education companies and recruiting services, make notes on all the free resources that each provides, and take advantage on any and all education you can get. But know, if you sign up for any free resources, like the free recruiting Power Pack at recruit-me.com, you will get on an email list, in RecruitMe's case, or a call list, not on RecruitMe's case. Most recruiting resources will continue to try to sell you a package and will call and call and call. RecruitMe recommends you start your education as you enter your freshman year of high school, establishing a foundation based on academics, how to develop your parameters, and how to do research your freshman and sophomore years of high school will benefit you as you become more recruitable your late sophomore, junior, and senior years. You don't normally need the high-dollar services your freshman or sophomore years, so try the Recruit Me resources for free or for very little cost and relieve your pocketbook, your calendar, and your stress level early. Go to recruit-me.com. Click on the Recruit Me 3.0 tab for information on the Recruit Me 3.0 system. Click the Get Access button to get the combo special. Not only do you get a 200-plus page manual and workbook, listen to episode 243 for more information on the workbook, but you get videos that walk you through the recruiting process and interviews with recruiting experts. So don't spend thousands of dollars on a recruiting service. Give the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System a try. I have a combo special where you not only get the Recruit Me 3.0 system, but you get a $35 valued QR Recruiter Draft Tag. Go to qrrecruiter.com for more information on the draft tag. Give it a try, and if the system doesn't work for you, then there's a 90-day money-back guarantee. And you get to keep the QR Recruiter Draft Tag. Contact me at brent@recruit-me.com if you have any questions or comments about recruiting. Join me next Tuesday for 15 minutes that will change your athletic scholarship future.